Hi again. Our project today is Among Us. Seems to be quite the rage. So as I teach students in different schools, their one request across the board is how to draw Among Us characters. And so here's a video that shows you a simple step-by-step on how to make these characters and then add more along the way. Colors can be varied to your choice. You don't have to stick with any one thing. So it's very, very simple. Just keep up with us and hope you enjoy. So we are going to work on a character from Among Us. And one of the easiest ways to draw it is if your paper is about this big, start with the eyes. So place the eyes right up there. You'll have room for everything else. So first off, straight line for the side of his goggles. Turn over, turn under. The front part of it should be more of a curve, so that becomes your eyes. You want to take the corner of the eyes and stretch them up higher. Level it off for the top of his head, and then bring it all the way down. Now remember, the body is not very, very long, so you want to stop about here. Next, imagine this line going through the goggles and coming up from this side. That will give you the front part of your Among Us character. To make the legs, flat line, flat line. Now, here's the thing. When you pull up the leg right here, keep the leg short and let one of them kind of cross over to the other, but not all the way. So this would be the crotch line, and you have the thing. Don't forget the backpack. Middle of the eyes is the top of the backpack, and on this line here is the bottom. Two short lines, curve on the ends to connect. And so this becomes your Among Us character number 1. To color, you pick your favorite color. So what that means is, like, let's say this first one is going to be purple. Try to use the colors of your choice, because you can use just about any color that you feel like. Now, so this is getting colored in right now. It's all done. It's as simple as that. So you've created the body, you've created your backpack. Now, for the goggles, it's a good idea to find yourself a light blue marker. Don't go in for something that's too dark, because that would not help you. Leave a shiny spot. Make like a box, just a random box, and then color in the rest of it with your blue. So in case you don't have a light blue and markers, don't hesitate to use your color pencils. The way that you can make color pencils lighter is you can color with less pressure. That means don't push the pencil too hard, and you will be able to get a light blue. It is really that simple. Now, I want to encourage you guys to pick up some gray markers. This is a cool gray 70%. And to make it more three-dimensional, I'm going to draw a line across, and I'm only going to color down the bottom of this thing, not the whole thing. Like so. So it feels more three-dimensional. Another place where you want the shadow would be from the side. It's hard to see, but what the gray does, it does not change your first color. So you could have colored with just about any color, including yellow possibly, or even a peach. And it will not change the color, it will just add darkness over it, which is what you actually are looking to do. So look at how I still have my purple on the top, but I did this. and I leave the top of the backpack bright. So I guess you're talking about the source of light. So this is your character. Now remember, the character should radiate a shadow on the bottom. So another blue. This blue is going to be a cool gray 40%. So when you go to the market to pick up gray colors, they sell them anything from 10% to 90%. So you can get all levels of darknesses, 10% being the lightest, and 90% being your darkest, close to black almost. But it feels different. So here is your character number 1. This is done. Now, how about we add a second character to it? So we'll move it across, and we're going to add another character that's looking at our first character. Same situation. Start with the goggles. So if I want them to be about the same height, I'm going to go ahead and place my top line right here, and I'm going to have a back come out. So this is the back of my goggles, and the front is right there. They're looking at each other. Increase your line, flatten the head, and from here come out, down. From the back, remember all the steps. I'm just doing it as an opposite right now. Now, flat line, raise it up, and then level it off, but I don't take it to the end. Now, pick it up so you have your legs ready. How about your backpack? Here and here, and we have this. Now, one thing I do want to add to this one is going to be a sword that goes through his head. So what do I want to do? I want to start from right here, make a line, and take out a short diagonal line right here, 1, and make the hilt of the sword, which is the handle, and bring a second line that comes out longer and goes in. So at this point, you have a curve going into your head right there. And we want that curve to be white, so we're going to change that in a minute. But let's finish everything else. Only make the line at the base and then a smaller line right behind it. Use the small line to make an upside down letter U for the handle. Then take the longer line and wrap it around the handle so that you have a proper sword that's kind of stuck through his head. Same situation of handling this thing. So in the market, you can get pens which are white in color. So you're going to use that to kind of block the colors in. So hold on just a minute, everyone. And here we go. These are acrylic pens that you can just buy in the market, and they can help you to cover up an area that you may have kind of gone over that you didn't mean to. Now, I plan to color this guy into pinks. So I'm going to go ahead and start my pink off. So again, your favorite colors, your choice. You can create a full range of characters yourself, and you can have whatever colors you feel like it. Apparently, this game is doing quite the bit of work in the market, so I'm so happy for them. The students that I teach are all crazy about these characters, so I thought it would help more students if they could get a little bit of a tutorial on how to draw these characters. Again, I encourage all my students to, if they watch this video, think about it. Look at how nice the concept is, like very simplistic in its nature, but yet effective to where even kids want to learn how to draw it. Again, I'm going to use my lighter blue color. Like that, and you're going to take your 70% grain, not the 40%, and we are going to add a line right there. And you can also add a little bit of a shadow into this part. So I'm going to add a shadow right here in the sword, and also add that shadow to the tip of the sword right there. So that takes care of the thing on the sword. I want to put the shadow into my body. When you use grays, you're adding a feeling of depth. So think of it this way. On a piece of paper, everybody knows that your art is going to be 2D because it's on a piece of paper. Unless, of course, you're doing a pop-up book or something. And so to make people feel like there's more to it than just what's on the front, you take the grays and you take the shades and all the rest of it and you apply them. And you can add shadow down here at the bottom. And that, my friends, is your what's it called? Among Us character number 2. Now we do need one more thing to happen, which is the handle. I happen to have a brown, and I can use just about any color that I need to. This is Crayola, and my other markers were Prismas because I forgot about the sword hilt, and that's what you got. So these are 2 characters, very easy to draw. Try it out, change your colors, and do other things. We'll take out another video with multiple characters standing or sitting side by side. Hope you enjoyed this one.